The concept of this video is to show you the last way that we have learned how to divide polynomials, and that's called synthetic division. Most students really like synthetic division. It's a lot faster than the box method. So if you feel comfortable with synthetic division, then you would be able to use this way to divide. All right, so with synthetic division, we still have our polynomials. We're still dividing. It all looks familiar from the last section that you worked on. The difference with synthetic division is that we are not going to use a box. We're actually going to use this kind of shelf type thing, okay? And we're going to look at the coefficient in front of each term. So we have in front of the b to the third, we have negative 14, we have 50, we have negative 7. These are our coefficients. So the first step that you do, step 1, is to write coefficients. And you want to make sure that you keep the sign attached to whatever sign's in front of it, you write it down. So in front of b to the third, we really have a 1. And then in front of b squared, we have negative 14. In front of the b, we have positive 50. And then we have negative 7. All right. The inside of our box is set up. Now we need to get our outside the box set up. So we need to look here at whatever we're dividing by. So here we're dividing by b minus 7. When you're trying to figure out what to divide by, it's always this number right here, but it's opposite. So you divide by opposite opposite sign of whatever number is given. So since this is a negative 7, we're going to put a positive 7 out here, out there on the shelf there. It's going to sit outside there. All right. The next step after you write your coefficients and you set up your chart is you're going to bring down the first term. So our first term is 1. I'm going to draw an arrow. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to put that 1 there. We have to multiply to get into the box. So that means I'm going to multiply 7 times 1, okay? 7 times 1 is 7. I'm going to write that inside my box. We add to get out of the box. So we're going to add negative 14 plus 7. Negative 14 plus 7 is negative 7. So I'm going to write that down here, negative 7. Then we're just going to repeat these steps until the box is done. So we're going to multiply to get back into the box. So we're going to multiply negative 7 times positive 7, and that's negative 49. Okay? Same step. We're going to add our terms. So we know that 50 plus negative 49 is 1. We're going to multiply to get back into the box. It's going to be 7. 1 times 7 is 7. Negative 7 plus positive 7 is 0. So we have these numbers here on the bottom right here. Now what do we do with them? So you have to know what each number represents. This last number is the remainder. The second number is the number or constant. This next number is our x value, and this number is our x squared. So when I go to write my answer will be x squared minus 7x plus 1. And that is my answer. Okay? That is synthetic division. Let's do one more together. We'll do the second one. We'll set up our box. Oop, that's going to be really small. We have 1, negative 2, negative 55, negative 46, negative 32, negative 48. My term inside here is a positive 6, and I know that I have to divide by opposite signs, so I'm going to put a negative 6 out here. So I've done step 1, I wrote my coefficients. Now I need to do step 2, which is bring down the first term, which is a 1. Next step is to multiply to get into the box, so 1 times negative 6 is negative 6. I have to add to get out of the box. I'm going to add these two together. So negative 2 plus negative 6 is negative 8. Perfect. Then I have to multiply to get back into the box. So now I'm going to multiply negative 8 times negative 6. And I know that a negative times a negative is a positive, so I'm going to put positive 48 in there. And then I have to add to get out of the box. So negative 55 plus 48 is negative 7. Again, I have to multiply to get into the box, so negative 7 times negative 6 is negative 42. So I'm going to add negative 46 plus negative 42. Oh, I did that wrong. My bad. It should be a positive 42. My bad. Because negative times a negative is a positive. So negative 46 plus positive 42 is positive 4. Same steps. We just added to get out of the box. Now we're going to multiply to get into the box. So 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. Oh, I did it again, you guys. Negative 46 plus 42 is negative 4. Man, I am struggling on my signs today. So this should be a positive 24. So negative 32 plus 24 is negative 8. And then negative 8 times negative 6 is positive 48. We add those two together, we get 0. So you'll be able to check yourself. If you get to the end and your numbers don't match up, then you've done something wrong in your math somewhere. And like I just messed up a bunch with my negatives and positives. So as I was going, I could tell that something was off. So I think you'll be able to tell. All right, so the next step here is to label and then write your answer. So this is your remainder, this is your constant, this is your x, this is your x squared, this is your x to the third, and this is your x to the fourth. So then you would write your answer. So you'd have 1x to the fourth minus 8x to the third minus 7x squared minus 4x minus 8. And that would be your answer. All right, I would like for you to try, there's a lot of problems on here, so I want you to try 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then please send me your answers for those, and I'll check them. And there will be one more video that has to do with dividing with remainders. We'll go over that last.